A new Pokemon set just dropped, so if you value your life, stay inside at all costs, because this is going to pile up more bodies than the bubonic plague. Pokemon right now is no longer a hobby, it's a battlefield, where scalpers climb over themselves like World War Z zombies to try and get their hands on as much product as possible so they can make like $3. What a sad way of life, more pathetic than even a mosquito. So, there's a line here for the destined rivals stock at Walmart. This guy at the front of the line probably was camping out for 2 days, abandoned his family in order to pursue glory of flipping some Pokemon product for like maybe double digits profit. One brave soul dared encroach on his Pokemon territory there. He came into his domain and grabbed one ETB, Elite Trainer box, as this guy was still filling his gluttony. I thought for sure the guy in the mask was going to pull it down and he was going to be like Melina from Mortal Kombat or something. He was going to fucking bite his throat out. I thought he was going to attack him like a pit bull, just start chomping on flesh, because he dared take a box from him as he was buying the whole inventory. And I'm shocked that that didn't unleash a floodgate of everyone else who was waiting in line for this product to just start taking from this guy's cart, just cannibalizing him.
Oh yeah, he's actually plugging me right now. All they have is Journey Together here, a bunch of singles. This, and they have a couple of these little optics. Other than that, they don't have anything. This store is dead.
He left a couple of morsels still on the plate. This saint decided to leave some singles there for destined rivals. For the 10 plus people waiting in line, he took everything else, picked it clean off the bone here. I hope this guy loses so much money on this. I hope he eats the fattest shit. The stinkiest pile. Pokemon, if you're listening, please print destined rivals till the cows come home so the scalpers are just left in tears. So everyone has easy access for it and don't have to pay above MSRP to get their hands on it. That would be glorious. Speaking of glory, there's one thing that you need in order to achieve your maximum potential, and that's good hygiene. And that starts with good soap. So use Cheeky soap for that going forward. Our soap is the best soap in the fucking universe. Go to usecheeky.com right now to get some soap. Not the smoothest of plugs here, but I wanted to put it in anyway. Scalpers, they all smell like ass, like actual turbo cheeks. You don't want to be like scalpers, right? So get some Cheeky soap. I've seen this short clip float around a lot in the last day. This is allegedly an LCS owner, local card store owner, meaning he has his own card business, who is now taking all of the Elite Trainer boxes of Destined Rivals off the shelf in front of a child. The kid even turns around looking extremely sad and confused about what's happening. And it kind of reminds me of, like, you know how on Halloween some houses will set out a bowl of candy saying, please take one, but then there's some, like, asshole trick-or-treaters, or even parents most of the time, actually, that'll take the bowl and just empty the whole thing into their bag, and then the other kids come up and look really disappointed there's no candy left. That is what it looks like right here, like, in real time. That guy should be ashamed of himself. I don't know how he doesn't look in the mirror with disgust every morning for this shit. This greasy meatball of a man looks like he siphons Miller Lite out of his car's tank, and now he's out here just ruining a hobby that's meant to be for kids. Now, it's not just that guy, of course. It's tons of people just like him. Now, again, I don't know if the claims that it's an LCS owner are true or not. That might just be made up for the shocking nature of it. Like, wow, this business owner, this card shop owner doing this, does it get lower than that? I also don't even know if the video itself is 100% accurate. It could be like that's his kid. Doesn't really seem like it's his kid, because it looks like the kid turns around and looks at his dad confused. Like, if that was his kid, I feel like the kid would be more enthusiastic about it as opposed to still waiting in the line as that guy's leaving. Also, probably wouldn't just be holding money out, waiting to use it on something. But again, maybe it's also possible this whole video is staged and it's fake. But honestly, I doubt it for a variety of reasons. The biggest one being the Destined Rivals ETBs are flying off the shelves right now. So if this guy was able to get there early enough to be there to have 10 still available and get his grubby paws on them, then that means he was legitimately at that location and there was a line there. So there definitely were people there, and I doubt they would have been able to set this up without others just going in and taking the product from them. So I think it's probably real. I just don't know about the claims of that being an LCS owner or not, because there's no confirmation there or anything. But regardless of whether he's an LCS owner or not, it is pathetic douchebag behavior. Scalpers are basically subhuman. It's crazy. And it's not just in person where these troglodytes leave their caves in order to try and grab Pokemon product to scalp. They have entire bot farms set up to buy out online inventory from like Walmart and shit. So here's a video from someone named Steven TCG who's just scrolling through all of these bot purchases for Pokemon product for over 1:40, and that doesn't even encapsulate every purchase that was in this channel. It's completely out of control. But what's crazy is this is an extremely fragile business model. All of this scalping for Pokemon is entirely built upon and relies on people's hype and inability to control themselves because they need their fix. They got to get their blue meth in, and they're hoping that people will be willing to continue spending over MSRP for it, whether that's collectors or other scalpers. So these ghouls that we keep seeing go in and they try and buy as much product as they can, as quickly as they can, to turn it around and sell it while the demand is still extremely high, but supply is starting to dwindle because so much of it is being taken right away. So they're immediately charging more for it because people aren't having easy access to it, but they still really want it. It's new, it's fresh, the demand's there, so they're trying to capitalize on it, so they're charging over MSRP. If people collectively decided, no, we're not playing ball with that, we're not going to be paying over MSRP for Pokemon anymore, that would put the scalpers in a really big pickle. Of course, it's extremely unlikely that day ever comes, but that would do it. That would make a big effect on scalping. Or if Pokemon themselves started overprinting the sets, like just out the wazoo, that would also put a huge dent in the scalpers. Or if every business would put purchase limits in place, like Walmart. Like, if Walmart had a 1 per person limit, that would also go a long way to combating this. There's a lot of ways to stop it. It is, in fact, a terrible profession for these absolute fucking homunculi. Like, it is a terrible, terrible business. It just, right now, is so hot that it is working for some people in very small ways. They're not making millions of dollars. They're making dollars of dollars. Like, maybe 5 to 10s of dollars. It's just... They've been convinced from all of this hype that they can make a killing doing it. And there are some people that do, but it's rare. But everyone is convinced they're that rare exception that's going to do it and make tons. But what ends up happening is they just end up getting a ton of product that they'll never be able to move, and it just makes it so the price is now too high for anyone to engage with. Thus, the people that actually want it for either collecting or even, God forbid, playing the card game, the whole reason it was designed, can't get their hands on it because they can't afford it anymore. It's just disastrous. The whole Pokemon TCG community right now is a cesspool because of scalpers like this. So, anyway, I just want to talk about it again because Destined Rivals is just fresh off the press and it's already madness. That's about it. See ya.